Alright, this is PA Bow Hunter, and I'm camping, and I'm giving a bushcraft with everything I've been showing and trying to teach people and tell them about. And what I'm doing is I'm shredding a cotton ball because I've got my tent up, and I got a little bit of kindling here, and I got a little bit of wood, get a fire going. I got some more wood over there. So once this fire gets going, I'm going to have to nurse it and feed it. And you can feel the wind coming towards me, which will help me. Now, I've got these rocks up to catch it. Now, in a situation like this where you've got a light to a moderate wind, using a striker, it's going to be a little tough. But with the things that I've mixed and put together, now I've got heartwood here that's soaked in its own sap. There is a cotton pine ball, and now I'm going to take some of my sawdust that has the paraffin in it and sprinkle some of that on there if I can get the bag open. Okay, there we go. Sprinkle some of that in there because that'll definitely get it going hot. Okay, that's good. And now I want a little fire starter or fire sticks that I've got crumbled up. Not a lot, just a little. That'll intensify the heat again and help it to keep burning. So there's that. Alright, now this is again ferro rod and a striker. Oh yeah, man, old age is not for wimps. There we go. Went on 2 strikes, and we're off. Oh yeah, the heartwood's catching on real good. See right there? Soaked in its own pine sap. And I like starting out with pine needles because they burn hot, they burn intense, and like I said, that heartwood, it's really starting to take off now. And as you've seen with the cotton ball and the mixture I use, especially the sawdust, with you can take melt candle wax or just go buy paraffin, mix it up real good, and you hit it with a spark and a cotton ball, and it's going to take off. Now the wind's still blowing, it's still blowing light to moderate, maybe 5 to 7 miles an hour, and right now it's doing nothing but helping me. So I'm going to brace it back on, and here I am. Now here's some charcoal that's left over from an old fire, and I'm going to save that because out of the creek over here, what I can do is I can make a natural water filtration system with it. So anytime you do have a fire, you have some large pieces of charcoal left over, it's really in your best interest to save it and think about water purification, especially in a grid down situation. Okay, here we go. Get some more on there. Don't want to get my curly cues in there. That'd really get a fire going, especially up under my hat. Oh, not wanting to cooperate. Now it's rained here with thunderstorms the last 2 to 3 days. Pretty good. And this wood is dry, so even though, well, it just rained, you can always find dry wood. Might take you a bit, and it's not a bad idea to have your cache set aside. Well, that's a little too wet. Alright, that's okay. If you notice, like, I'll lay some pieces one direction, and then the next ones I lay across. That still allows the air to get in there and circulate and stoke up the coals and keep the fire going. I know in Boy Scouts that they used to teach you to make like an open teepee. You have your tinder inside, your small twigs or kindling on the outside, and then you light the inside and just build on that after it caught. And in less than 2 minutes, I got a fire going, which some situations really matters. Always remember 3 things a human being needs primarily to survive in the open: fire, water, shelter. Yeah, there went the first layer that I started with. Now I've got a good bed of coals that I can build on. Oh, and for you, what's the word? Millennial health people, if your idea of camping is an RV with a mint on the pillow and the grid goes down, you're not going to make it, because you're going to have smoke, you're going to be out and it's going to be dirty, and you're going to get wet. And out here where I'm at, there's coyotes, there's bobcats, there's bears, and I won't kill an animal unless I'm going to eat it. But if I encounter a bear, which I have, if I don't have to kill it, I'm not going to. I'm going to scare it, try and run it off. But mostly I'm going to try and make sure it doesn't see me, or if I see it first, avoid it. You don't kill an animal unless you have to, because they are a very important part of the ecosystem. And the other important thing about when you're out, whether it's just recreational camping or you're practicing your survival skills, you never, ever, for any reason, leave a fire unattended. Okay, we got it going good now. And again, that was with this fire kit that I got from the good people at Positive Energy Emergency Preparedness. And I mean, hell, right there, you just seen it in just a matter of less than 2 minutes. I mean, it took me a few minutes to gather the kindling and the tinder and small pieces of wood, but once using their kit, it took off. 2 strikes and it was lit. So if you don't have one of these, I highly recommend that you get one. So my fellow YouTubers, I hope this is beneficial and I hope it helped you. And why not show emergency preparedness some love, and at least stop by and give them a shout out and let them know that you've seen some of their products, and see if they have something you might need or could use. So for now, this is PA Bowhunter saying have fun.